CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the offense for the Texans coming out now, led out by their $72 million man, Brock Osweiler.
And so many people gave him a lot of grief when he elected not to go to the White House with his old teammates in Denver to get their Super Bowl rings and be celebrated.
You like that?
I thought it was a brilliant move on his part. He's with the Texans. He's going to be their leader. Every minute valuable to learn that offense, and we saw evidence of that in Game 2 of the preseason.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They go play action with Osweiler. And it's caught by Shorts. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. And as we're going to see right here, really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, it's Miller. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A man who missed his entire rookie season, Dante Fowler, in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When people see Vince Wilfork, they don't think about his versatility, do they? But we've seen that throughout his career where he's actually played some defensive end as well as his expected defensive tackle and nose tackle positions. Strength, great quickness inside that allows him to make plays in the offensive backfield.
Absolutely a run stopper.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bortles going to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Miller. Oh, spinning away. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Rashad Green, 51 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
So many ways to help a team, but not one more valuable than a punt returner who can put one in the end zone.
Yeah, he had one last year. We saw another one here. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And it's short. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 1st down, Bortles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Osweiler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see